Hello, tarot friends. This is Ultraviolet Morgan. It's time to do your pick a card reading if you picked pile number 1. Now, if you're just tuning into this video and you haven't picked a card yet, I will put a link down below in the description for where you can go to the first frame in order to pick your pile. So this is for those who picked pile 1. And this is a soul card, so it has nothing but just a picture, an image. So for those who pick this image, the first message I'm getting is breathe. Breathing in, breathing out, maybe breathing in synchronicity with someone. We'll have to see what the other cards kind of have to say. Whoop! Let me see if I can get these, scooch them out of the way so I can turn them over. All right, we've got the 5 of Cups. So there's some sadness and loss. This, by the way, the message is message and advice for the upcoming week. So with this message of sadness and loss, I am feeling that this is a loss that's already happened, because this is your emotion right now. This is where you're at emotionally, and you're already dealing with something that was has been a deep loss for you, that's been difficult emotionally. And then we've got the 7 of Wands, where you're feeling you've kind of reached a higher ground, but you still haven't. You still feel like those strong feelings are not entirely behind you. They're still kind of pursuing you. But you're moving up. You're moving through the painful feelings, and you're ascending to a point where you're feeling maybe just a little bit sort of above the waterline now, but you still can feel the waves lapping at you, and you can still feel the pressure of the emotions are still coming at you. And then we do have the 9 of Swords. So with the 9 of Swords, of course, this is a situation that you're having dreams about, that you're having just experiencing some sleeplessness. There's the 9 of Swords. And she's been up all night. The sun's coming up. So it has been a painful and difficult situation, and there has been a real loss. And I do feel that I think that a part of this message for you today might be that as you move through this week, there will be ebbs and flows. There will be inhales and exhales. And some days you will feel quite overwhelmed, and some days you'll feel like you're really making a progress through these heavy emotions, and then you'll feel again like you don't remember that you had progress yesterday. You don't remember that you felt better yesterday. You don't feel like you're moving forward, because once again you feel like you're pulled under by this emotion. However, I do feel that you are moving forward, but it is a cycle. It does go around, and you are getting, you'll feel better, and then you'll feel worse again. You'll feel on the top, and the wheel turns, and you're on the bottom. So a very strong, intense week of emotional highs and not really highs and lows, but days where you feel like you're winning, and days where you feel maybe like you're not, but you are, and it is important to keep on keeping on. And then our final soul card is this one, which does also show quite a bit of sort of agony and all of these sort of thoughts that are spiraling out of this person's mind, but at the same time, if you look at their face, they are serene. And so I think that the advice really for this pile is that you need to get in touch with those uncomfortable feelings and not run from them, because you really need to be able to let them out, for one thing. Don't keep them in your head. It's okay to, you know, sometimes people will tell you not to dwell or to let it go. It was in the past, or, those kind of messages discouraging you from trying to think about it or deal with it. But really, those are just sort of incorrect ideas about the nature of the process. So you do need to allow yourself to feel those feelings, to vent those feelings, to let those feelings move through you and come out, and spend some quiet time alone, maybe, where your body is relaxing, but your mind is releasing and letting all of that out. And it's okay if you feel like you're ruminating, if you feel like you're just stuck in the negative. It's okay sometimes to be fully there. And the trick is to do that. Like, set yourself a time frame, like however long, 15 minutes, an hour, whatever amount of time. Take a bath, or just lay down, take a nap, or just do some journaling or whatever, and just fully go into it. Let yourself feel it. Let yourself know that it is temporary, that you are safe, that it won't last forever, but just let yourself process it and take all the time that you need, but within a limit. So say you've limited yourself to an hour, which is going to feel probably like eternity. So, maybe you don't need that long, maybe you do. But then have something planned after that hour, something that you can do. Eat something, go for a walk, call a friend, watch something funny on TV. I like Kimmy Schmidt. I like Grace and Frankie. That's a good one. Whatever, but something funny. Don't watch This Is Us, okay? That's just gonna make you cry. But it's okay to feel all those dark feelings, and to continue to feel them, and to acknowledge them, and to process them and work through them. But also just remind yourself that your feelings are real, your feelings are valid, your feelings are important, but they're just feelings. So I don't want to diminish them by saying they're just feelings. I just want you to keep them in perspective, that they're not something else. Their feelings are not facts. If you're having a difficult time, it's important to remember that everything is temporary. Your bad feelings are temporary. And if you do need to call a hotline, I would encourage you to do so. If you feel extremely overwhelmed, that is too much, reach out for sure. And get a support if you need to, because you do need to, like I said, go through and process all those emotions. So if it's too overwhelming to do it alone, look at maybe calling a hotline, or setting up counseling or whatever, to where you can work with someone else in a setting, and they can also give you hints and tricks and tips on what to do afterwards, and how to process and move it through your body. Because the thing you don't want to do is keep it inside of you. You want to move it through. So you want to let it out. And that can include being active, being physical, but it can also include some quiet times. So it does look like you have a tough week ahead for you, but I just want to let you know that you can get through it, and that it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to ask for help, and it's okay to feel down. You don't need to be fixed. You just need to feel your feelings and love yourself right through them. Uh, Thank you. We're out of time, so give it a thumbs up if you liked this message, and I'll see you next time. Be well.